I'm Ron Ice from Southern Indiana. This is my first year in cowboy mounted shooting, having a good time. Trained horses, done a lot of showing over the years. And for safety's sake, obviously we don't have live slugs out there. So what it is, this is a 45 long Colt cartridge, and instead of having a lead slug in it, it has just the wadding to hold the powder in. So we're actually shooting the wadding, and the burning wadding is what's busting these balloons out here. 10 foot away, it would hurt nothing. It dies 8 to 10 foot, so it's a very safe sport. It's a lot of fun. Everybody here is very supportive, helping you out, teaching you all the tricks, and I recommend it highly.
You know, all too often today we get caught up in sports and events and we forget about what's really important. I was really impressed to see how these cowboys and cowgirls took time for their children to teach them what mounted cowboy shooting was all about. You could call it the cowboy way.
All right, I'm Scott Williams. This is my daughter Kelsey Williams. She's 4.
In the days of my childhood, sometimes I was me. There was someone I wanted to be. A white-hatted singer, two-fisted gunslinger. Those days I was Gene Autry. Out in the backyard, I rode the trails, singing Back in the Saddle again. The kids on the street would all want to come over. They would be my sidekick friends. One was Pat Buttram, one would be Frog. Mama's broom was Champion, my horse. Then we would play cowboys, that game we all loved. I was Gene Autry, of course. I have precious memories of riding those trails. They mean so much to me. Sometimes today when life's road gets rocky, I remember playing Gene Autry. Mexicali Rose was a song that I loved. I sang that song all the time. I had a cat gun with his name on the handle. That was a treasure of mine. On Saturday morning, I camped by the TV till he came riding onto the scene. There were lessons of life that he had to teach me. For that I'm still thankful to Gene. Now I'm all grown up. How things have changed from the way they used to be.
Been shooting for a little over 3 years now and enjoying every minute of it. I enjoy the outdoors and all my horses, and I enjoy shooting and the people that belong to this group. We have been traveling quite a bit over the United States, been to Denver, been to Colorado, Denver, Colorado to Arizona, Georgia, other places, and the people are all the same.
Today on the Reenactors Corner, we take a look at some of history's most infamous mounted shooters, Terry's Texas Rangers. Terry's Rangers distinguished themselves throughout the Civil War by their skill and willingness to fight. Because of their abilities and the arms they carried, they were regarded as a charging regiment, frequently called upon to act as a form of shock troops. They fought from horseback and on foot. They traveled hundreds of miles behind enemy lines to raid the enemy's sources of supply and communication. They were called upon time and again to provide pickets and scouts for the Army of Tennessee.
Texas Rangers generally carry double-barrel shotguns. However, I don't have my shotgun with me. They were known to carry as many as 6 pistols, typically in this fashion. It wasn't uncommon for them to steal a pair of boots, tie them together, put it over their horse, and put 3 pistols in each one. They didn't have time to reload.
See me having on here, first of all, the attire that we wear from the 1800s. Tack such as this A4 saddle with the beautiful floral engraving. This is not something you're going to see in your standard Western store. That's an 1800s period flower. This is my horse, Apache. He's a tri-curly paint horse. I've had him since he was 1 year old. He's now 5 years old. He's wearing the patented horse ear plugs that we use when we're mounted shooting as well, to plug his ears as well as the ones I use to plug mine. It consists of, we shoot 2 single action revolvers, typical of what you see in Western movies. They're 45 caliber because the blank ammunition that we use is also 45 caliber. It's loaded with black powder, no projectiles at all, loaded with 33 grains of black powder, and it's good for 15 to 20 feet. Our targets, as you can see back here, are balloons. The gentleman is demonstrating back here as he's shooting. Right now walking around on the horse. Usually our courses, first of all, we have 51 courses that are sanctioned by the Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association of America and also the Single Action Shooting Society, SAS. And we ride these courses. They are timed. We use laser timers to time our runs. And you have 2 pistols, as I said, they're loaded with 5 pieces of blank ammunition each. You pull 1 pistol, you engage the first part of the course, which usually tests your horsemanship, the way the horse rates, the way he turns. You holster that pistol, run to the end of the next course where usually there's a barrel waiting. This is a sport that encompasses barrel racing, cavalry drills, and kind of a Wild West show feel. When you round that last barrel, they're 36 feet apart targets. We call that the rundown. It's a straight run. We engaged at about 35-40 miles an hour on horseback, shooting a single action bursting those balloons. If you shoot all the balloons, that's a clean run. If you miss one, you're assessed 5 seconds for each target that you miss. If you knock over a barrel, it's 5 seconds. If you drop a gun, that's a 5-second penalty, and you're awarded 5 more second penalties for each round that is unfired. So that's a little bit about the sport. We hope you'll come out and join us sometime and enjoy those thrilling days of yesteryear with us doing mounted shooting.
You get right. You go. 16.36. 16.36.
It's a family sport. From grandmas to peewees doing this thing. It keeps everybody in the family together.
Let's see, I have the 45s, I have a horse, I have a reloader. I think I'm going to love this sport. If you would like to know more about mounted cowboy shooting, contact www.mountedcowboyshooting.com. For more about the Native American powwow in Tennessee, contact the Native American Indian Association of Tennessee at www.naiatn.org.